So what are the best practices when it comes to selling your home? In this video, I'm going to give you 10 tips that I use when selling real estate, as well as why it's important and how it can help you sell your home faster and possibly for more money. Hey, what's up everyone? It's Carson here with RE/MAX City Realty, helping families build equity one home at a time. And on this channel, we talk about how to sell real estate investments, market updates, as well as introducing new properties for sale in Greater Vancouver. So if you're watching this video, you probably know that selling a home is not as easy as it looks. Other than listing your home on the MLS, what can you do to make your home more attractive? Maybe you see other people receive offers on their home and you're like, I have a similar home. Why didn't I receive any offers on my home? And this leads me to my first tip, and that is to put up a for sale sign. Now I know this sounds a little bit obvious, but it really does help. Believe it or not, a lot of potential buyers look for sale signs. When the market was really hot in 2016 and 2017, people would drive around looking for sale signs. They did this in hopes of finding out which homes were for sale before they even got listed. I often hear homeowners express that they don't want a for sale sign. And the main reason behind it is because they don't want their neighbors and friends to know. But at the end of the day, you have to determine what's more important, maximizing the potential sale of your home or not letting your neighbors and friends know. Here's another one that sounds really obvious, but really helps. Hosting an open house. Hosting an open house can maximize the exposure of your home. When you host an open house, it's an invitation for the public to come see your home. Some owners are embarrassed or fear their neighbors will see what their home looks like. But did you know your neighbors can be a strong supporter in the sale of your home? I've seen some neighbors encourage their friends and family to attend the open house, and they do this because they want their friends and family to live nearby. If your neighbors love the area you are living in, there's a high chance they will encourage their friends and family to visit your open house. Open houses also give flexibility to people who work during the week or have a busy schedule. It allows them to come at their leisure during the already scheduled days and times. Here's a really funny story. I was hosting an open house on a Saturday between 2 to 4, and one time a couple came to my open house at 4:30. Even though they knew the open house was finished, they asked if they could see it. I had turned off all the lights, closed all the blinds, and was ready to lock up and leave. But I decided, what the heck? So I showed it to them anyways. And guess what? They ended up buying the home. Open houses can also help you relieve the stress of having to prepare your home during the weekdays. You can instruct your realtor to ask all the potential buyers to come to the open house instead. So open houses can really help a lot. And if you and your realtor really can't host an open house, be flexible with appointment requests. The more flexible you are, the higher the chance someone will fall in love with your home, and the higher the chance you will receive an offer. The next step is to use a staging company. Now, I'm not saying you have to use a staging company because I know some homeowners have already decorated their homes very beautifully. But sometimes not everybody has the same taste as you and I. So by hiring a staging company, you can help your home appeal to a broader audience. It's also important because it helps buyers visualize the property as their future home. And in a competitive market, if your home is not staged while the competition is, you might just end up helping all your competitors sell faster. Studies show that staging your home can not only decrease the amount of time it takes to sell your home, but also increase the amount you might receive from an offer. The next tip is to have a floor plan made. The reason why floor plans are important is because it helps the buyer visualize what the layout of their future home will look like. Having pictures and video is great, but with the additional information from a floor plan, it can help the prospective buyers make a more informed decision of what they are buying. Have you ever seen buyers come in and start talking about how or where they would like to place their furniture? When buyers do this, it means furniture placement is important to them. If they can't imagine or visualize how they're going to place their furniture, it may deter them from making an offer on your home. The next step is to use a professional photographer. Now, I know this one sounds simple, but time and time again, I have seen listings with photos that look like they were taken with a simple point and shoot or a cell phone by somebody other than a photographer. And we all know the first impressions are the most important. So bear in mind that before buyers come to your open house, they have probably seen pictures of your home from somewhere online already. If the pictures you use online don't look pleasing to the eye, it may turn off some buyers from ever stepping foot into your home. Tip number 6 is to have a 360 virtual tour created. 360 virtual tours are very effective because it acts like a virtual open house for prospective buyers to see 24/7. People from all over the world can see what your home looks like at all hours of the day. And remember, all you need is just one right buyer to get your home sold. So the more people you show your home to, the higher the likelihood someone will want to buy it. 360 virtual tours can also help filter out buyers who are not serious and avoid unnecessary appointments. You can instruct your realtor to ask the buyers to take a look at the virtual tour before scheduling an appointment. That way, if they don't like what they see, both parties won't have to waste their time to see the property. Now on to the next tip, videos. We live in a highly visual world today where social media is all around us. And if you want to catch people's attention, video is the king of currency. If you want your home to stand out, use video to paint a story and narrative of the home. Leverage your social media network for others to see. A reminder that the more amount of people that see your home, the higher the likelihood you will receive an offer. The next step is often overlooked but can be a big eye-opener for our homeowners, and that's a pre-inspection. What's a pre-inspection, you might ask? Well, that's when the homeowners hire a home inspector to do a home inspection of their home. After the inspection, the inspector will provide a report on all his findings. You might be thinking, isn't that a home inspection that buyers should do? It's actually the same thing. The only difference is you're the one doing the hiring. The pre-inspection allows you, the homeowner, to view the home from the perspective of potential buyers and take care of any necessary repairs before putting your home on the market. A pre-inspection also is important because more often than not, buyers will make an offer on your home before they do a home inspection. And usually after the home inspection, the inspector will find a bunch of deficiencies. The buyers and their realtor will then use these deficiencies as leverage to renegotiate a new price. I have seen deals fall apart because buyers and sellers could not agree on the repairs or price adjustment after the inspection. Buyers become upset because they feel misled for the price they offered versus the condition of the home, and sellers feel like the buyers are just trying to find an excuse to get a deep discount. So why not do a pre-inspection to prevent and mitigate any future disagreements? And by doing a pre-inspection, it shows that you are being transparent and offers some assurance to the prospective buyers. Plus, if there were problems, then you can fix everything before putting it on the market. Of course, a pre-inspection doesn't guarantee the buyers will opt out of doing an inspection of their own, but it will provide some ammunition for you if there is a discrepancy between your home inspection and the buyers. You might be asking, well, what happens if I don't sell my home? Well, if you don't get an offer, or you do get an offer but the buyers end up backing out, at least you would have done repairs on your home that needed to be done anyways, right? So either way, you can't lose. Another pro tip is to have your home detailed ahead of time. Did you know there are companies that will come out and fix the small blemishes on your home? From small nicks, dents on your walls, to repainting, to refinishing the scratches on the stainless steel kitchen sink or fridge, they do almost everything. More likely than not, you will find a couple of deficiencies from the pre-inspection. To fix the deficiencies, you will probably need to hire a licensed professional or handyman to come fix the problem. If you're going to have someone over to fix these problems anyways, why not have the detailing company come over at the same time? By hiring the detailing company ahead of time, it will also make your photos, videos, and 360 virtual tour be more consistent with what the buyers physically see when they come see your home. And last but not least, one of the most important factors when selling a home is determining what fair market value is. Markets are constantly changing due to many factors and variables. If you price your home too low, you'll give the farm away. If you price it too high, you'll scare away all the potential buyers. So how do you determine what is fair market value? Well, the quickest and easiest way is by hiring a realtor. Not only can a realtor help you determine fair market value, he or she can also help you come up with a pricing strategy, advertising and marketing plan, arranging showings, host open houses, negotiate on offers, and even provide you with a list of contacts of other professionals you may require, such as lawyers or notaries, home inspectors, or other trades, etc. And the best part is, if you hire a really good realtor, he or she can probably help you take care of majority of the items from the list. Don't forget, selling your home is different to selling a laptop or a car on Craigslist. For most people, their home is the biggest asset they own. So why wouldn't you use a professional? It would be like going to court without a lawyer to represent you, or operating a surgery on yourself without a doctor or surgeon. So those are my 10 tips to sell your home faster and potentially for more money. Do you agree with these tips? Do you think I missed anything? What are your tips for getting a home sold faster? And what other topics would you like me to talk about? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.